Hey everybody, welcome to a speedrun example of the quest My Arm's Big Adventure. In terms of items, we'll need 3 Ugh Thank You Dung. To get Ugh Thank You Dung, bring red hot sauce, 3 buckets, a spade, and a method to teleport to Polnivnich, then entering the Camel's Pen southwest of the kebab shop. Use the red hot sauce on the trough, wait about 10 seconds, then use the buckets on the pile of dung. We'll also need 8 super composts, 1 rake, 1 seed dibber, 1 spade, 1 bucket, around 10 to 15 noted high-level food, a super combat or a superset, 2 prayer potions, 1 games necklace, 2 staminas, 3 teleports to Fairy Ring AGR and a Drayman staff. I brought an Amulet of Glory to use the Fairy Ring east of Edgeville. In terms of armor, we want to wear a melee setup with high defense to fight a pretty easy high-level monster, and if you need help setting up your armor, I created an armor rank list which you can use to build your setup. Just make sure to wear climbing boots so we can traverse around Trollheim. For quick prayers, I have it set to protect missiles, and any stat boosting prayers like piety or ultimate strength. You'll also need 60% Taibo Wanai favor for this quest. I recently made a super simple guide on getting Taibo Wanai favor, and you can find that video by clicking the link at the top right of the screen or through the first link in the description below. When you're ready, teleport to your closest fairy ring and use the code AJR. In these quest speedruns, I only place commentary during important moments of the quest. These videos are meant to be an additional tool for people who use Quest Helper on RuneLite to help fill in the gaps for when the OSRS wiki and Quest Helper might be a bit vague with their instructions. If I were to give a quick summary of this quest, it's very straightforward and easy. The majority of it is dialogue and cutscenes, followed by a short boss fight near the end. The boss is similar to Dad, where it can knock you back and stun you for a few seconds. But if you stand next to a wall, which I show how to do, it can't knock you back, and the boss becomes very easy to defeat. We're running northeast into the passage. It's a nice shortcut into Troll Stronghold, and we'll have to do this a few times during the quest. Enter the secret door and run northeast to the stairs. Enter the door west and run south. You can turn on Protect Melee as you run through the corridor to protect yourself from level 69 trolls that have a max hit of 11, and turn it off once we reach the southern room. Speak to Burnt Meat to start the quest, and select the first option in the dialogue. Speak to my arm to the east. Next, use your game's necklace to Burthorpe, and we have to run northwest to Death Plateau. As we pass the first yellow dot on the minimap, we have to turn on Protect Missiles as we round the bend to protect ourselves from the barrage of thrower trolls. If you're new to Death Plateau, I recommend watching me run there first so you don't get killed. We have to run to the center of Death Plateau and use the bucket on the pot, then teleport to your closest fairy ring right after. Next, use a fairy ring and go back to AJR. Run northeast and enter the troll stronghold again, and we have to run back to that southern room with burnt meat and my arm. Flick on Protect Melee as we run through the corridor. My arm will escort you for about 30 seconds to the top of Troll Stronghold. Just sit back and relax. Once you climb up, run north and speak to my arm. Read the farming manual, then speak again to my arm. Next, use the 3 Ukthanki dung and 7 super composts on the patch. We'll have 1 super compost left over, which we need for the end of the quest. Then, talk to my arm to start the long 1-minute dialogue. Next, run south to speak to my arm. Next, run southeast near the hardwood patch to speak to Mercalli. After speaking to Mercalli, there will be a 2-minute cutscene. After the dialogue, use the bank to the west to prepare for the boss fight. Deposit all the buckets and withdraw all your food and have one inventory space open. Then teleport to your closest fairy ring to fairy ring AJR. Once again, we have to run all the way back to the room with burnt meat and my arm. Flick on Protect Melee as we run through the corridor. This time, climb up the stairs, then climb up the ladder to meet my arm next to the herb patch. When you use the rake on my arm, it'll break. Use the broken pieces together, then use the rake again on my arm. use the super compost on my arm. Use the hardy gout tubers on my arm. Use the seed dibber on my arm. Before using the rake on my arm, drink your superset potions and prepare to use Protect Melee against the boss's baby. Once you've killed it, there will be a short cutscene for the boss's entry. Switch on your quick prayers that has Protect Missiles, and run east next to the agility shortcut sign to find the wall where you can stand. When the cutscene ends, immediately switch on your quick prayers, then run east to the green shortcut sign to stand on the floor tile I marked. You might get knocked back and stunned a few times, just make sure Protect Missiles is on. The max hit of the boss is 14, but with our high defense armor, it'll struggle to damage us. When you're in the mark spot, you can turn on Auto Retaliate and just top up on food and prayer potions when they get low. Once the boss is dead, use the spade on my arm and wait about 30 seconds as he digs up the goutweed. Then run south down the ladder and talk to Burnt Meat. Finally, go back up to my arm next to the herb patch to finish the quest. And that's the quest completed. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and check out my quest speedrun playlist if you like this style of video. But that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.